I am Pradip Chopra, currently the chairman of PS Group, and I lead. Today, I am going to share with you the story of my first venture, which started in 1974 after I passed out from my college, and it required very little investment, but it had potential of very high rate of return, high margin, and also potential for employment for very large number of people. The same kind of opportunity exists today. If you look, you will find similar opportunities, and therefore, please listen to it very carefully. In 1972 February, when I was just 18-year-old, my father died of heart attack. It was a very big blow to our family financially because he was the only breadwinner and he died. So the entire burden of supporting my family financially, which comprised of my mother, my sister, came on me. So I started earning money by investing in new issues, IPOs, and selling them in advance at a premium in the stock market. But after 1.5 years, the stock market collapsed because there was restriction on dividends and bonuses by the finance minister, and I lost everything which I earned in 1.5 years' time. After I passed out in 1974, I was looking for a job because my father was also in service. And after having passed BSc in Chemistry Honours from St. Xavier's College with first division, the only job I could get was a 400 rupees job offered by Calcutta Soap Works in Kaspa in Calcutta. Now at that time my house rent was 500 rupees. So I went to Mr. Dhada, the owner of Calcutta Soap Works, and I said, I minimum need about 600 rupees. And he said, no, 600 rupees I can't give because it will jeopardize my entire salary structure. So either you can join at 400 or there's no job. While I was in Calcutta Soap Works, I saw there were a lot of empty godowns which were not used. And I also saw that he was throwing the soap waste which was coming out, and actually he has to pay for that soap waste to be lifted by people who were cleaning it. And he had a lot of unused big cauldrons. So I asked him whether he can rent me out one of the godowns and whether I can start a business. And he said, yeah, there's no problem. And actually, I knew that one of my relatives has brought a lot of dirty plastic scrap from tea gardens, and he wanted it to be quickly washed. And the only option he had was small washing units which were washing such plastic with hand, and they were taking a lot of time to wash because the productivity was very less. Now he had a huge stock and he wanted to get rid of that stock, and he couldn't get rid of the stock unless somebody could wash it very fast. So he came to me for a solution, and I said, look, it can be done mechanically. All one has to do is to create a washing machine just like our domestic washing machine, but much bigger in size, and mechanical washing will wash it faster and in huge quantity. Now he said, why don't you do it, and I am willing to give the entire contract to you. So I then grabbed that opportunity and I designed a machine using 5 horsepower motor, and then second one which could wash almost 200 kgs of plastic every day. And then we came to a contract and I was washing plastic, and I was almost getting 1 rupee per kg as revenue, and almost 50 paisa was my cost and 50 paisa was the saving. And I could wash almost 100-150 kgs every day, and in turn say about 3,000 to 4,000 kgs in a month. And with 50 paisa saving, I was making about almost 2,000 to 3,000 rupees a month. Now I was offered a job of 400 rupees. Instead, I was making 3,000 rupees a month, and the total investment in this project was only 3,000 rupees. So with 3,000 rupees investment, I was making 3,000 rupees a day, which was really a good return on investment and good return on my time. Now this business went very well for 12 months, and after that, there was a big strike in Calcutta Soap Works, and that was a time when a lot of trade unionism was happening in Calcutta. Mr. Dhada declared lockout, and the Calcutta Soap Works never opened after that. Mr. Dhada migrated to Bombay, and the workers told me that since the factory is closed, they will also not let me operate my factory. I can only be allowed to take out my goods and machines and things like that, but the operations or running the factory was not allowed, and therefore that came as a blow, and I had to close down my factory. I could just take out my stuff and give it to them. But for 12 months, I had a good run, and I made a good amount of money. So my only suggestions to upcoming startup is that, find a problem, and find an innovative solutions. And not every solution requires a lot of money. With small investment, you can, and particularly the waste upcycling and recycling industry is, a very promising industry, and you don't require much investment when you get into these kind of upcycling or recycling activity. You can start your venture with this very small amount of money, and you can have a very high margin, and you can have very high return on your investment, and you can actually provide a lot of employment opportunities to people. Because my factory, in those days, which had investment of 3,500 rupees, I had about 10 workers. So with 3,500 rupees investment, I could give jobs to 10 people. Today, similar opportunities are available in waste recycling and upcycling. By investing 1 lakh rupees, anybody can earn as much as 1 lakh rupees profit a month, and they can also give employment to at least 10 people. So I think this is a great opportunity, and people should look into this opportunity as a startup opportunity and as an opportunity having a very high rate of return on investment, and also an opportunity to give employment to our people, which is the dire need of the hour, and it's a top priority of our country.